Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about literal equations, okay? So literally, these equations just have letters. So you're not ever going to solve for like an x equals 14. You're going to solve for just another form of the formula. In science, you use these a lot. So when you talk about density, well, that equals mass divided by volume. This, yes, is a fraction, but mass divided by volume equals density. Okay? That's the same as saying density equals mass over volume. All these words mean the same thing as these letters. Okay, so I have this really cool circle. I'm not very good at drawing circles. Maybe yours is better. Okay, and I have this really cool circle. It looks kind of like a, I don't know, a pizza or something. I have a mass, I have a density, and I have a volume. Now this cool circle trick only works if there's 3 variables. 1, 2, 3. 3 pieces to my pizza. Okay, so I have mass, I have density, and I have volume. And so I can figure out how to manipulate those 3 just based on their location within my pizza. So if I want to solve for density, okay, well, I remove density. Well, I have mass divided by volume, just like I have over here. If I want to solve for volume, I have mass divided by density. If I wanted to solve for mass, well, that's really cool. I have density times volume. It's like magic. It's really cool. Okay? So, think about this right here, mathematically. If I wanted to get mass by itself, okay, I would multiply by volume, right? So I would multiply both of those by volume. Well, then I'd have volume times density gives me mass. Volume times density gives me mass, which is what I just told you. Okay? Another one that works this way. Force equals mass force equals mass times acceleration. And that may be spelled wrong. I don't know. It's math, not spelling class. Okay, so force equals mass times acceleration. So force equals mass times acceleration. Great. So when I put it inside my circle that I kind of made really small, force equals mass times acceleration. So now I know how to solve for any one of those when I know the other 2. Sorry guys, there's lots of announcements going on. Okay, so these are really useful in science when you're trying to use different formulas. This is just a cool, fun, easy trick that I love to use. I used it all the time in chemistry and biology. Okay, and physics, lots of physics. Obviously, these are 2 physics and chemistry type things. But moving these formulas around is something we're going to do a lot in STEM and a lot in science. I can also be a science teacher. I did a lot of science classes. I love science. I love coding. I love math. I love science. I love it all. And I want you to as well. But so take a look at this literal equation. I have A. I have a 2 plus A. Okay? So how do I distribute A to both of those parts? Well, let me show you. A times 2 and A times A. Well, A times 2 is 2A. A times A is A squared. Okay? Now, what if I have 4A times A? How do I multiply that? Well, that's just 4a squared. Okay. Okay, here's another one. U equals x minus k, and I want you to solve for x. Okay, well, that's pretty simple. All I have to do to get x by itself is add k to both sides. So now I have k plus u equals x. And that's done. That's my answer. So what if I don't have numbers? That's my answer. Okay? Tomorrow I'll show you a couple little bit harder ones. But effectively, all you're doing is whatever variable you want to solve for, just isolate it, undo whatever math has been done to it, and you're finished. Okay? Now, last but not least, I want to show you a tiny secret hint. Okay? If ever you have something like this, I don't know. I made that up in my head right now, so it's terrible. But right here, there's something that I like to call a sneaky ninja 1. Right here. That's not a math term. That's something I made up. And he hides right here. There's other places where he is, but it's there, but you don't see it. Okay? And it's so that you don't forget that you need to distribute this negative over here and over here. Lots of you missed that on the quiz today, and I want to make sure you have notes in your journal about that, okay? So when I ask you a secret question tomorrow in class, that's what I'm talking about. This 3 words, sneaky ninja 1, okay? This is what I'm talking about. See you tomorrow.